to another travel video. Me and my sister and my nana and some other family members went to New Orleans for my sister's 21st birthday. This was all of our first time here besides my nana. She has been here once before, but it has been quite some time, so we were all super excited, and it was for my sister's 21st. We had 2 flights to get there, easy peasy. Landed at like 12:30. Got picked up from the airport by a driver. This was our first time like getting a driver. Super bougie, super cool. He was so nice. Love you, Joe. Shout out to Joe. That was his name. Here we are driving like downtown past the stadium to get to our hotel, and we stayed at the Riverfront Hotel. It was a really nice hotel, and when we travel, we try to stay like in the middle of everything. So we were like walking distance from downtown, a mall, the French Quarters, Bourbon Street. Everything was right there. It was a really, really nice hotel. Here's a little room tour. I got my own bed this trip for the first time ever on a trip, I think. And it was just really nice. But yeah, cute little room. We started just like unpacking, and we went right out to the town right away. We needed food immediately, so we went to this place called Ernest Cafe. We actually went back there because it was just so good and reasonably priced. And then me, my sister, and my cousin, huge mall that was right across the street from our hotel, literally right across the street. It had a ton of stores. Some were high-end stores. You can see we went into this like souvenir shop, got some souvenirs. We also went back there and got some more, I think like a day or two before we left. And they also had the super famous Cafe Mondou, I think is how you pronounce it, in here, which is also where we got the beignets from. I think that's in the next video though. And we just kind of walked around. We wanted to actually go get piercings, so we walked over there, but they were really, really expensive. So me and my sister actually just ended up getting piercings when we get back. I got my cartilage done on my left side because I had my cartilage on my right, and then I got my daith done. This downtown area by the casino and stuff really reminded me of like Miami or Las Vegas. We ended up at a crystal store, of course. I mean, then we ended up going back to the crystal store to buy jade bracelets. Me, my sister, and my nana all got matching ones. Loved the store. I took their card so I could buy them online. And then we just walked back to the hotel for a little bit before dinner. Hey, y'all. I'm in New Orleans for my sister's 21st birthday, and she put together these cute-ass little goodie bags. It says what happens on the girls trip stays on the girls trip because it's an all girls trip. Literally even the cutest little bow. Everyone got different colored bags and then different koozies, but me and my sister got the same koozies. And then she put together this cute little goodie bag. We walked over to Grand Isle Restaurant. I think that's how you pronounce it. A seafood place. It was right across the street from the other place that we went to. I really wanted scallops, but unfortunately there was no scallops there. Loved how their menu looked. I just love like the design of it all and stuff, but I ended up getting like a mocktail. I think it was like a raspberry mint mocktail. It was super good. And then me and my sister shared this. It was shrimp and crab deep fried and cocktail sauce. It was good. It was just a lot of food and a lot of like fried food. Nothing else for the night, but we just went back to the hotel, showered, went to bed. For watching. All right, y'all, day 2 of New Orleans. Is it New Orleans or New Orleans? I don't know, but we had a really packed and busy day. We had a packed and busy day each day we were there. Here's a beautiful fountain outside of our hotel. So much awesome art around the city. This was just like in a display in a window. There's just a lot of cool graffiti and art on the buildings and the sidewalk. We went for breakfast at the Ruby Slipper. It's kind of like a famous restaurant there. I got the Lavender Paloma as a mocktail, and then the breakfast tacos. Everything was so good. The portions down here are large. So towards the end, we started just sharing food, but we did not realize how big everything would be and how filling, but so delicious. We went to the Museum of Southern Art, and I loved it. Literally could have spent all day here. I love that they had all different types of art. They had mixed media, sculptures, acrylic paintings, photographs, digital art. Like there was just so many different types of art. And I love that you're able to go on the roof, and there was this awesome dragon sculpture. And the view was amazing. Again, could have spent all day just up there looking at the view. You could see the World War II museum, which we also ended up going to after. I loved this painting. My sister and I both got pictures in front of it. It was so beautiful. I also love this Mod Podge art piece right here. This was awesome. This was made out of eggshells, and it says "Kiss My Grits." There was a ton of lovely glasswork in here, sculptures, ceramic pieces, just awesome artwork. Like look at this. It just speaks to me. It's so beautiful. It's so powerful. This literally looked like a photograph, but it was a painting. This was amazing. This was like me. I loved her. We were able to see everything, but again, I feel like you could have spent all day here just going slower and really looking deeply into every single piece. I also loved that piece. The piece of the lady at the beach holding like the rock, it also spoke to me. I love the beach, I love nature, I love rock hunting, glass hunting, so that one just resonated with me. These were all photographs and they were really cool. These are back into the paintings, landscapes. I love a good landscape painting. This was a lovely art museum. I tried to go to at least one art museum with every state that we go to. Really glad we got to come to this art museum, and honestly, if we had like one more day there, I definitely would have checked out another art museum. But again, we did get a lot done with the 4 or 5 days that we were there. So crazy thunderstorms this day, so it was kind of nice that we were in and out of museums. But yeah, I just love art. I love looking at it. It makes me feel so whole, gives me goosebumps, makes me think deeper. I love art so much. This was awesome, like the tree trunks that look like feet. That also really spoke to me, just showed how we're grounded. This lady, beautiful, love her. It's kind of rare to find an art museum with all different types of media, so I really appreciated that about this place. And again, some of the paintings were just super deep and powerful. This was a birdhouse. I need this in front of my house, like ASAP. The gift shop here was amazing. One of the best gift shops I think I've ever seen at an art museum. And also I really wanted these paintings that were on the wall. You'll see them in about like 5 seconds. I unfortunately didn't see anything of the paintings for sale in the gift shop, so I'm just gonna look up the artist and hopefully find them. This one and then this one. It's literally me in an art piece, and the butterflies above, I wish those were for sale too. And then all over New Orleans they had these awesome little like coin machines where you could just pay $1 and then get like a cute little postcard. And my sister got so many. Every state needs to have these. Like, I would spend all my coins on these. And then we did decide to go to the World War II Museum. When we were in New York, we went to the World Trade Center Memorial Museum. So it just felt right and fitting. And it's just good to like educate yourself. I feel like you don't really learn a shit ton about this in school. And either way, it was just cool to see everything like firsthand and read more about it and just get like a closer look at everything. They also gave you these like cards, so you had like a person to follow basically. When you learn about a specific person that fought in the war, which I thought was just a cool like interactive thing. This awesome old little vintage house, I loved it. I love anything just vintage and old themed, so I just thought it was so cute. The kitchen I want as my kitchen, and you could open the drawers in here. And this museum was just really interactive, super informative, a lot of information, and I feel like it wasn't biased in any way. It is definitely a heavy museum. Obviously it's a lot of emotions, a super serious event that took place, and also considering everything that is currently going on in the world, it was just a lot of emotions. Also, walking into the museum and the streets around the museum, along the sidewalk or on the sidewalk, it's all names of people who fought in the war. I would say if you're in town and have the time, definitely go see it. It's worth the see, and you will probably learn something new that you did not know before. And here is the gift shop. I actually didn't get anything from the gift shop. My nana got a few things, and then they also were handing out these free like newspapers, so I took those for a souvenir. I took 2 of them. They honestly did have a lot of cool stuff, and I was considering getting a puzzle of these like vintage radios, but I just would not have had enough room in my suitcase, so I opted up not getting them, but I am going to look for them online. And then we walked back to the mall to do a little bit more shopping. So we had to get some beignets from Cafe Du Monde. I was so excited. I was waiting for this. This was recommended from like a food influencer that I watch on YouTube. I had this place written down in my notes app for so long. I was so happy I got to try it. I also got an orange juice with it, and honestly it was good. I think it would have been better with like a glaze or a sauce. They only had chocolate sauce available, but it was just so hot. I wasn't trying to eat like hot chocolate, you know, but it was still really good. I'm glad I got to try it, and I would eat it again. Then for dinner, we went back to Cafe Ernest because again, just cheap and right by the hotel, and it was really good food. Like, it was a bang for your buck, and we just got things to share this time. And then we started walking around to Bourbon Street. We went to Coyote Ugly. My sister got a Coyote Ugly shot there, and it was so funny. This was the night my sister turned 21, so like at midnight she turned 21, so we went to a couple more bars, but then honestly we just cut it there for the night. We went back to the hotel. We're walking, and we don't know if it was because of Tuesday night or what, but it was kind of spooky vibes. But look at how pretty the palm trees look at night. I mean, they look pretty anyway.
We're checking out, y'all. We're checking out. Good night, everyone.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the second to last video of our New Orleans trip. This was our last full day there. This was the actual day of my sister's 21st birthday. She looked so beautiful. I did her hair and her makeup. We got breakfast at this place called Mother's Restaurant, and they actually had you wait in line and then order, and then you sat down and they brought your food to the table. Everything was super good. I got sausage, egg, and grits. Eggs, bacon, grits, sausage. If you know, you know. Then we walked over to the aquarium and insectarium, I believe is how you say it. I've never heard of that before, but they just had like insects and aquatic animals. They also had a zoo there, but it was just too hot. I don't even know how the zoo was here or where it was, but we did not go to the zoo. And honestly, we didn't really have enough time to go to the zoo. We had other stuff that we wanted to do this day, and going to the aquarium already took like 2 to 3 hours. But it was really worth it. It's a beautiful aquarium and insectarium. They had everything from like jellyfish, leaf bugs, beetles, butterflies. They had a butterfly room just like the museum in Milwaukee. They also had these huge, large snails, and me and my boyfriend really want to get snails and like crabs to like have as pets. You know, we have a turtle and obviously our dog and cat, but we definitely want some snails and crabs. There was so much to look at, and so much of it was interactive. This was like a bait shop. There was nobody there. I don't know if people are usually there, if it's just for looks and pictures. But like, look at these cool worms. This beetle was freaking huge. In the butterfly room, oh my goodness, this butterfly was so beautiful. It's amazing how it's like blue iridescent on one side and then like brown and like black on the other. But there were so many different kinds of butterflies, big and small. One actually landed on my sister's shoulder, and my nana caught one too. I didn't catch one. I don't know how. I literally had a butterfly shirt on. And honestly, I don't really like zoos or stuff like this because I just feel bad for the animals. Like, I just wish they were kept in the wild. Look at these jellyfish though. Like, those are awesome. Jellyfish are actually really, really cool like creatures. I actually really like them. And then here were the stingrays. The bird room. They didn't have that many birds, honestly. The one in my city is bigger. This room was super cool. It was giving like temple underwater vibes. But back to what I was saying, I literally did a whole research paper, like essay, my senior year of high school as to why zoos are horrible and are not really authentic or educational, and why they should be shut down. I feel like sanctuaries and rehabilitation centers are obviously different, but like straight zoos are literally for humans' entertainment. I'm not going to go into a whole spiel, but yeah, that's just like my first take on it. But my sister really wanted to go to the aquarium, so obviously I was going to go with her. And like, there was a lot of cool stuff to see. It is cool to see, but I do believe animals should be in the wild. Anyways, so much cool art outside of the aquarium and just all over the streets of New Orleans. This was also along the river, which was really nice, and I'm pretty sure this was the Mississippi River, and I wish I would have walked over there, but we were just on a time limit, and also we were with a few older people, so they were just limited on how much they could walk. It was also just so hot each day we were there. Like, you're just sweating bullets when you're walking. We had to stop at the fire station for my papa because he was a fire chief for Milwaukee for like years. He is retired now though, so my nana got him a t-shirt. Then we went to the seafood place called the Boyle House. Finally got my seafood boil. I wish I would have ate more, but I was so full in the moment, you know, but like looking back, I'm just like, oh my gosh, I want all of that. This was my first time like de-shelling shrimp and lobster. My cousin was actually helping me because I've never had like an authentic seafood boil before. And the one that I had only had like shrimp, potatoes, and corn and sausage. It was really good, but there was no like lobster, and we didn't have to like de-shell it. It was so good and flavorful, and it was like spicy, but like not really spicy. It only really got spicy at the end, and then I didn't record it all, but we did go shopping. And I'm gonna show y'all what I got. These super cute shorts. I actually saw them at the last minute. Super cute, like pink, red, white booty shorts. I love them. Got too many blind boxes, honestly, but they had a really good selection, and Pop Mart has been so shitty lately. You can't get anything on there. The website crashes, the app crashes. I love Miffy, this cute little bunny, and this is like a flower blossom one. Got a phone stand without knowing it's a phone stand, but it is a Miffy blind box, and all the different like couches. I think it's actually really cute. An elephant series. Super cute, like glass china doll. And I got Big Into Energy Labubu's little keychain or phone charger, but I still haven't gotten the actual Labubu blind boxes, and it's impossible to buy them off Pop Mart, so I don't know what to do. If you know how to get them, let me know. And then I've been wanting this one. This is the plush pendant blind box, Be a Little Star. It's so cute. I love it. I've been wanting this one. Your turn. Show what you got.
Yellow shorts.
And I have the same.
So we're gonna twin. Gray sweat shorts.
Those are cute. Honestly, want one. This is a, honestly, I'm gonna butcher it. But look how cute they are.
2 calico critters. This one is Baking Baby Party Series.
Yeah.
This one is Baby Party Series.
I have both of those already, but Hope you enjoyed our little haul. I will have the unboxings posted after these videos are posted. But then me and my sister and my nana went walking to go get ice cream. I needed a sweet treat after that seafood boil. Once again, looking back at the videos, I wish I would have gotten something else too. I'm just like, oh, there was so many good things. I was overwhelmed. It was also really busy. And I don't know where we were, but it was like a boardwalk street almost. Like there was just so many stores and shops and people. But this place was super delicious. Then we just sat outside and ate it. And then since it was our last night there, we were like, whatever, let's just go to the casino. We all played, won almost $1,000. Safe to say it was a good last night there. And then we just walked back to the hotel, showered, and packed for the morning because we had to be up at like 7 o'clock for the driver to pick us up. Travel home with me from New Orleans. This was a long travel day. It started at like 7 a.m. It was supposed to be done around 4:30, but our last flight got delayed like an hour, so it actually ended around like 6:30. First, we got Auntie Anne's, and then we found another one of these like little postcards, so of course we got one, and I finally found my crew neck. We had a layover in Detroit, Michigan, and Michigan is literally like a 2-hour drive from my house, so it was literally like a 35-minute plane ride. This was just the best deal, so we went with it, but the Atlanta airport and the Detroit airport are huge. Like there was buses and like shuttles in here, and it took us forever to get to our gate, like almost 45 minutes of just walking and trying to find it. Since the flight got delayed, me and my sister got some Starbucks, and then we were finally on our way home. I was so tired at this point, and I was just ready to shower and be in my own space. Both flights were pretty smooth. There was a little bit of turbulence on like the first flight, but otherwise it was fine. Beautiful sunset scenery. And I had such a good trip. I'm so thankful I got to go. Here are all of the souvenirs that I got. Some for friends and family too. This I got for my boyfriend. Cute little New Orleans jazz shirt. French Quarter shirt with cats. This was specifically like exclusive to the French Quarter, so I had to get it. This beautiful purple beaded Mardi Gras tree crew neck. Obviously, Who's Your Crawdaddy? I had to get that one. These were at the World War II Museum. Just some awesome old vintage newspapers. And then all my little knickknacks. I kept all the paper and receipts and cards and everything because that's for my scrapbook. And then I got 2 of these cute little voodoo dolls that bring good luck. I got a flower blossom one and then a Groot one. These are so cute, and they're little keychains. And I got this awesome Mardi Gras mask magnet, along with this awesome New Orleans magnet. It has like a crawfish, the mask, Bourbon Street, saxophone. Super cool. This beautiful glass piece from the art museum that we went to. I think I'm going to turn it into a magnet, but it's super cute. Another magnet from the aquarium and insect aquarium that we went to. Super cute. These they had all around the city at like different stores and restaurants and at the airport, and they're little like machines that you can put quarters in and get these cute little like postcard things. So these are the ones that I got. This one's my favorite. I love that. That's the St. Louis Cathedral. And then all of these are for friends. So I got them all like ones that I thought they would like. A skull, some drinks, New Orleans jazz, piano in the nightlife. My sister got me this one. My sister got me this cute little New Orleans keychain. And yeah, that is everything that I got souvenir-wise.